I'm Edie Lush, and I'm here in the Hub Culture studio, Davos. We're nearing the end of Davos. Can you believe it?
Not really, but I start to feel it. Yeah, you're right.
What a week. Thank you so much for your partnership here at the Tech Lodge just behind us here in Davos. I'm really here with Antoni Martin. He's the co-founder of Polygon. So tell me about how Polygon is emerging within the space and especially what it's being used for.
Yeah, I mean, Polygon is a layer 2 scalability solution. The problem that we had 3 years ago in Ethereum is that it was not scaling. Okay, then when people speak about crypto winter, whatever, for me, there were fundamentals for that. For example, in the case of Ethereum, the price was decreasing to $200. And the reason is that in order to become mainstream, although smart contracts were brilliant, there was not a way to scale, no, with this solution for voting, for transactions, whatsoever. Then different teams, they started to appear around the world, okay, trying to fix this problem. What we named sidechains or layer 2. Then in this case, Matic at that time, that is a proof of stake solution with 100 validators, they were able to succeed. And last March, they became the reference point especially for developers and builders, okay? Why they won, if you ask me, they were 3 Indians, and the reason mainly is because I think they did 300 hackathons, the builders, they were totally engaged with them, and I think it was the right strategy. Once they were there, Mihailo, another co-founder, he joined, and he tried to give another perspective, saying, okay, we need to be we should have multi-platforms, different platforms for scalability. And with this in mind, at that time they had the usage. We are now the platform with more users and transactions in the world, more than Ethereum.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then they decided they said, okay, which is the best technology? Zero knowledge proof, okay? That at the end, what allows you is to do thousands of transactions in very few seconds and very cheap. Then last summer is when they decided to buy Polygon Hermes and Polygon ID. Okay. That was our company with David and Jordi. Polygon Zero in US, and also Polygon Maiden, that is being an expert on Starks. Okay, and then with this in mind, we are developing different scalability solutions. One is this effort on CK Rollup. We have another effort with EY, very focused on privacy. The name is Nightfall. I was last week in New York presenting it. And finally, Polygon Edge, which is the internet of blockchains. It allows you to have your own blockchain and to link with others, which could be another solution. Then, depending on what you need, you will be able to use each one of these platforms.
So really fascinating. Thank you for that brief history. It actually puts a lot of things in context for me. Could you tell me, do you collaborate with Ethereum? Do they know about you? Do you work together? Okay, so it's a collaborative relationship.
We are totally Ethereum believers. I mean, we believe in open source, in decentralization. In fact, what we are really proud and our advantage is that our security relies on Ethereum. Then, yes, we want only to help to scale Ethereum, and it's not that we are competing in any case.
Okay. Can you give me a real-world example as the world of fintech and decentralized finance becomes ever more present and we can see different places where it's used? Tell me a real-world example where it's being used now.
Well, okay. Yes, I mean, obviously, all the questions related with liquidity staking, they are totally exploding right now. Nevertheless, this is only a little fraction of what we are doing. Okay, it's true that as of today, we are the bigger platform for NFTs to deploy also DeFi. But when we joined forces, what I told them is we need to become mainstream. Otherwise, we will be always a little bit niche. No? With this in mind, we have very tangible use cases in real life. We are developing efforts with insurance companies because for the settlement between different legal entities, blockchain is a perfect solution. Supply chain, in order to ensure traceability, for example, the grain of coffee from Kenya to your cup of coffee here in Davos. Then also with the sports industry, they are totally on board, and in the next months we will announce a lot of agreements.
Exciting.
Yeah. This is the part that I really like, of course.
I can see.
Then exactly, entertainment, of course, content creators, how to avoid piracy, how to ensure that the creator receives all the value. And last but not least, that is very important, is, for example, the city of Lugano, that I'm sure has been described here.
Not yet. Tell us about it.
Okay. Then here, it will be something that will impact on the real life of a lot of persons, no? And what this means is that you will be a citizen of Lugano, in this case, of this city. You will have your card or your iPhone with a card, and you will be able to pay everything, also your taxes, whatever, the cup of coffee, shoes, with a stable coin, a token that is pegged to the Swiss franc or to the dollar. And all of that on top of the Polygon platform. Why I am really excited about this use case? Because this is the one that I think it will have more impact. I mean, here we are speaking that already we have interest from cities of US.
Yeah.
In our case, we have Polygon Impact, where we try to bring this technology to the countries without the infrastructure. In Africa, in Latin America, there are different governments that they are looking, totally waiting to implement that.
Right.
And that is where I think our technology makes more sense, because here maybe in the first world is great, we can do decentralized finance, DeFi, but where our technology adds more value is in these countries where maybe only they have an iPhone, but they don't have an ATM, they don't have a computer, and where this technology can really fix a lot of these problems related with payments or with remittances.
Thank you so much for being so patient with me with all of my questions. I really, really appreciate it. And thank you very much for your partnership here with Hub Culture this week during Davos. You've been a valued member of our summer campus, so thank you and goodbye.
Bye. Thanks.